Alright, so Lightning Clare, who is a well-respected translator in the JJK community and just well-respected in the anime community overall, had a chance to go to the JJK Exhibition. And she's been able to clarify what's been real and what's been exaggerated a little bit. I'm sure you guys have seen everybody talking about this today. Well, I'm posting it tomorrow, so I'm sure you saw everybody talking about it yesterday when she translated this saying, "When did Sukuna make the binding vow to cut down Gojo?" Sometime after Kusakabe said he won, the reason he was cut down was also because he had let his guard down by destroying Maharaga. So that was 100% fact when that came out. And she added more details by saying, by this point, Gojo thought Sukuna no longer had a way to bypass Limitless. Perhaps Gojo under normal circumstances would have been able to sense it and narrowly avoid fatality. I know Sukuna Glazers are down bad after hearing that this is fact, but Gojo Glazers, it says perhaps, so it's kind of a double-edged sword for both parties. But Sukuna Glazers, do not get this twisted because keep in mind your King of Curses domain expansion was burnt out and he had to hit those black flashes to replenish it. Meanwhile, Gojo had just come off of those black flashes, so even if Sukuna transformed into his high-end form, you gotta know Gojo's giving him a run for his money and Gojo solos. That's just me being a delusional Gojo Glazer though. Sukuna Pukuna Kumuna, Gojo in 5. Next up, she just posted this at the time of recording this, and she says summary of the remaining Shinjuku Showdown questions, and she's saying that this is just what she can remember. Because keep in mind, she is going to the exhibition, she has to remember all of this, and then go translate it and write it down for us. So the question here was, why Gege chose a raid battle style against Sukuna? And the answer, it would have naturally ended up like a 1v1, even if they all came at him together. Based on his experiences playing soccer, where matches often end up becoming between the best players of each team, his brother was good at soccer, Gege sucks at sports, doesn't think he's good, he quit soccer. So that one stayed true about verbatim to the original one that we got. Next question, and this one stayed interesting to me. It says, about Sukin's high-end history and thoughts on the mummy. The answer, a body part of sorcerers who make a contract with Kenjaku, their bodies get turned into cursed objects. Only Sukuna had 20 fingers. Sukuna's body was probably taken care of by Urame, but then went missing after their death. Perhaps somebody implied to be Tengen dug it up. Sukuna laughed at the fact that his body had been turned into a Soku Shinbutsu. I probably butchered that, but it means mummified corpse, because even though he was an egotistical force of nature, he was still turned into a Buddha, and kind of worshipped. Angel is from the Middle East. Gege realized that people from that region weren't in Japan yet, but she could fly, so kind of brushed that fact aside. Next question, about the depiction of everybody getting some spotlight on that one chapter about trust between Gojo and Ajichi. It's more like I tried to create an episodic chapter about those around Gojo, which in my opinion, I think he did a great job doing that by bringing in Ajichi and Urahime. Next question, what does Tiger Funeral look like? Like a cool tiger. So what Tiger Funeral was, if I'm not mistaken, it's one of the 10 Shadow Shikigami that we never got to see. And the reason we know its name is because Gojo says its name when he's looking at this mess of a beast named Agito, and he's trying to decipher which Shikigami are merged together. Next question, about the depiction of Chapter 236, Heading South. Answer, Gege was inspired from his discussions with the director Goshizono, who was the anime director for Season 2. It's a case of where the current situation of the anime influences the original work. So in a sense, he's kind of saying that seeing his manga get animated, it kind of influenced the chapters he was working on at that time. As for the way it turned out, Gege really thought about it for a very long time. He constantly worried over whether it'd be interesting or not, and that such a straightforward depiction of the battle from start to finish wouldn't properly convey what he wants to the readers. So after all that being said, that's kind of where we're at with the JJK exhibition. I don't really expect much more new information, if any at all, coming out of the JJK exhibition. But if Lightning Clare posts any more clarifications about anything, I'll for sure make a video. But expect it later in the day if I do make another video, because I promised some of my students I'd go see their play. So everybody have a great weekend. Peace.